Hello everyone, have you found yourself reconnecting or connecting in human for the first time with your sister? Hugging, the power of hugging post-lockdown, post-hospital stay,
oxytocin.
and sunlight too. This is my beautiful quantum queen, Emily, the first time we've met in person, in human. Proper sister love, my soulmate, soul sister. Honestly, the one thing I don't know you've learned, or I've learned anyway, is reconnecting with the right people, rekindling, I was going to say romance, I feel like I've had a lockdown romance with you, love online, and also finding your flow, because it's so easy to come out of any challenging situation, and this is one thing you've taught me, is you then become identified by that situation, you become a victim or a survivor, and that's fine for a time, and it's that healing time, recovery time. But then you also need the people in your life to help you leap forward, the things in the life, the plants, it's evolving like nature, and it's also being fussy as well, like nature. They wouldn't just grow in the wrong environment. Like, I know how hard it is to grow in my concrete, train-cladded garden. I can't even grow mint, as we were just talking about, right? And actually, it's so important, most of all for ourselves, to be able to grow in the right conditions. So when we talk about consumption, it's not just food, it's not just drink, it's humans, it's people, it's vibrations, it's conversations, it's everything. What would you say, or have you learned from kind of the power of connection, but also, I guess, the problem of connection sometimes if it's with the wrong people?
I think if this whole period of COVID lockdown has kind of taught us anything, it's the power of where we spend our energy. And like you said, it's very, very easy to get caught up in kind of the fear and the drama and the whole COVID thing. What I found is important is, you know, connecting with you, is that it's reminded me of who I really am. It's having that reflected back, and it's put me back on track. And that's what we want to do in this group as well, is help people kind of rediscover their goals, their passions, not expectations from family or friends or, you know, society at large, but what's actually important to them. And I think loads of people have had time now to sort of really kind of go deep and reflect on what is important to them. And I think what I found is more and more people are really sort of saying, look, spending time with the family has been absolutely amazing. You know, having time to myself has been really, really great. That feeling of really connecting deep inside, but also having that reflected with the people around us. And it's not, you know, it's not about avoiding people that don't agree with us or, you know, don't perfectly align with us. We're, you know, we're social creatures and we have to be challenged. That's part of our growth journey. But it's equally as important to have people in your life that do align with your values, that do help you keep on track, that hold you accountable and kind of call you out on your bullshit, basically. You know, it's that honesty, you know, and the what comes with that is kind of the confidence to be vulnerable, which is where growth really, really happens. You know, when I can be vulnerable and you can be honest, and vice versa, and, you know, we keep lifting each other up all the time, and that's where the growth happens. And that's why these connections are vital, I would say, vital to growth.
And it's not even, like you say, it's not even about not being challenged. It's about, sometimes you connect with people in some ways whilst we're kindred spirits, but also different energies sometimes, and sometimes we're the same, and then actually we're very similar in terms of our flow personally, but it doesn't just mean that we're yes people to each other. It's about challenging one another and holding one another accountable. but doing it out of love,
Exactly.
not depletion. Doing it because you care.
Yeah.
So like, we'll both suddenly go quiet, but we both understand that because we'll be doing something and needing to get our head round something, often going through very similar experiences in the background. But then without our connection, before it had to be online, now human, getting our power back plan. If you want to find out more about that and join us to get your power back, so you're planning your life, work, purpose all together in one, do comment below or find us on social at Mama Made Blog, at Quantum Coach, Quantum Coaching?
Quantum Coaching.
What, Quantum Coaching. But most of all, it's about taking these messages from these challenging experiences, but not being stifled or owning them too much, where we're like, okay, yeah, we've learned that, but now it's our decision to take that power back, to connect, reconnect with just the right people. And you'll quickly start to realize who is and who isn't in your life. And how much it depletes you when you are with the wrong people a lot.
Absolutely. Energy is a currency, do you know what I mean? And it's very, very easy to, you know, to blame someone for depleting your energy, but at the end of the day, your energy is your responsibility. Where you spend it should be your choice. And obviously, you know, we have obligations and responsibilities where we are kind of spending some of our energy, but then it's up to us to re-energize ourselves, to bring that energy back up. And that's where, you know, these connections really help to boost that, because when we're constantly feeling depleted, it's very, very difficult to connect with ourselves and our purpose and our goals, and actually on a physical level have the energy to carry out the actions necessary to reach these goals. So what we're wanting people to do is jump on, leave some comments. What do you need from us? What do you want to know more about? How can we help you reconnect with yourselves, reconnect with each other, get out in the world and set some goals and achieve those goals and actually take the actions required?
And I think because we often see ourselves so fragmented all over the place, I know I have, and it's so important to just really establish our own energy. And we don't always get it right. We're also on that journey where you're like, oh no, I've had this going on and actually that's thrown me. So it's like, well, what can we learn and how do we get back on track? So let's do that together, and most of all, send you all the peace, love, and sparkles. I'm shimmying, sparkling. We need a quantum queens. Yeah, we could do a queen's crown. Anyway, find your flow in your own unique way. That's the power of well-being. It's individual to us.